You know, he had an opportunity to shoot a three right there. He's in a bit of a shooting slump from the three-point line the last 5 games, but he attacked the closeout, was aggressive, and now gets to the rim and to the free throw line.
79% shooter, Beverly, now in his 9th year in the NBA. The NBA on TNT Tuesdays is brought to you by Oculus from Facebook. Tune in and catch a courtside look at some of the greatest action in tonight's Suns-Lakers matchup on TNT with the Oculus front row view, and by Geico. You could save even more by bundling home and car insurance. Beverly cuts into the Boston lead, 12-9 Celtics early on. Tatum shake and bake on Batum. Textbook.
And what a great move there by Tatum. And I like thus far 8 points of the 14 of Boston have been in the paint. So Tatum attacking, Tristan Thompson scoring inside, not settling the Celtics.
Tatum had 34 points in the first meeting. After the turnover, the roll to the rim. Tristan Thompson fills. And Boston blasts out of the gate with a 16-9 lead thanks to a 9-2 Celtic run.
They're 18-1, And, of course, we talk about the stars, but the others must shine for both ball clubs to have a chance to win.
That was like a small slice of pizza right at the end, Grant. Perfect. Beverly takes it in, and it'll count. Goaltending. Tice was late.
And 2 plays in a row, you see Beverly not settling, attacking, driving the defense, getting to the rim. His energy has given Boston problems historically, and certainly that's been on display here in the first quarter.
16-11, Celtics in front. Walker, the pull-up, hook it.
And he looks solid. I mean, he's in a nice rhythm right now. His movement looks good. And that's Kemba Walker off the screen, pulling up with confidence, knocking it down.
Last 3 games, averaging just under 25 points per game. Oh, the Euro by Jackson. That was sweet.
Jackson's somebody who has definitely benefited from starting. Numbers improve when he starts, but certainly effective as a veteran. Great slasher, Reggie Jackson.
Brown's pull-up is pure.
Brown just showing the diversity in scoring. 3-pointer, mid-range, getting to the rim, and Serge Ibaka right back at him. You have to get back and guard that line. This team shoots it well from deep.
Brad, the shooting has been ridiculous. Combined 15 of 18. The Celtics are 9 of 10. Walker, the ball fake. Drive and kick. Shot clock at 8. Tice. No good. Leak out by Beverly. George sizing up Tice. Paul George, the step back. Oh, that was nice. Over Tice.
That was extremely nice. And, I mean, just a beautiful step back. Paul George creating some distance back in that corner 3 where the Clippers are so good this season, shooting 51% as a team on those corner 3-pointers.
The length of Batum nearly created a turnover, but he touched it last out of bounds.
And this is just special right here. I mean, just sizes up the defense, very patient, beautiful move, creates the distance, the space, steps back, and knocks it down.
Beverly comes away with a rebound off the miss by Tatum. Clippers looking to take the lead here. Jackson gets around Walker. High teardrop. Tice controls. Tatum lines it up. Rimming out. Tice. Tap no. Rebound snatched by Thompson and a reload for the Celtics. Brown playing catch with Walker, and he knocks down the triple.
Second chance points. You know, when you have Tice and Thompson on the glass, so good on the offensive rebounding, their effort led to that open 3 by Jaylen Brown.
Batum takes the opening and lays it in.
And just a nice fake there by Batum, showing his versatility. Once again, the theme, attacking, getting into the paint for the Clippers.
Off the ricochet, Batum, perfect pass ahead, and Jackson lays it in.
Nagalab shout out Eden Rose. Ganyan. Yung mga pag-comment, kaya shout out.
5-game, 8-day road trip. This is game 4 for LA. And they have tied this one up at 23 apiece. You like offense? Well, we've got a lot of offense here in the first.
Everybody wants to make sure that they help someone else, and that makes you want to run a little bit faster.
Well, we're handicapping the championship, the final round here. I like these rookies.
Oh, you changed now? You're going to flip-flop, huh?
I said we're handicapping the final round. Our teams are out of it. Here he comes, Victor Oladipo. Played for John Bird, Indiana. What can this all-rookie team do? Oladipo, 40.
Congrats sa Eden Rose. Ayan. Baba ka lang ng bahay mo dyan. May pag-click ng link mo. In and out kasi yung tao dito eh. Ayan. Baba lang doon ng link. Yan kasi yung tao dito, in and out lang siya. Kung mga naghahanap ng link din, baka may mag-click. So then, thank you yeah, that rules.
Be in the starting lineup for the Clippers. He has not been on the bench area for LA. Reggie Jackson got the start. Clippers are shooting 75% from the field. The handles. Walker threads the needle for Tyson. He gets the roll.
And that right there from Walker, we didn't see that in the bubble because of that knee injury, but the ability to turn the corner, have that burst, and of course, find the open teammate. Walker looks healthy.
Terrence Mann in, along with Lou Williams and Ivica Zubac. Hanging, Paul George. Chance at a three-point play for PG-13.
And just a veteran move right there. George has a defender trailing him, sees the seam in the defense, and able to jump into the defender there and draw that foul and get to the free throw line. It's pretty amazing. Paul George coming into this game went 2 games without a free throw attempt.
Yeah, it's hard to believe.
It is hard to believe. So certainly encouraged if you're a part of Clipper Nation to see Paul George getting to the free throw line.
What happened the other day against Milwaukee is also difficult to wrap your brain around. Jump shot from Walker, boy. He is looking like the Kemba Walker of old. That fourth quarter, it was George and Kawhi, a combined 0 of their last 9 from the field, as the Bucks came from behind to beat the Clippers 105-100 on Sunday afternoon. George matched up with Ojale, bottom.
And that's the thing with Paul George. I mean, he has so many weapons in his arsenal. He can get that shot whenever he wants to. And, of course, a lot of times we'll settle for a pretty high percentage the way he's shooting it this year.
Tice too strong, cleared by Zubac. Clippers and Celtics tied at 28. George, the jumper is there.
And we talk about this season he's having career highs in field goal percentage and three-point shooting, well over 50%, showing off how he gets it done in the mid-range.
And he's got 10 points on 4 of 4 from the field. Brown crosses, fades, connects.
You know, I'm not sure if this is bad defense or just incredible offense. These all-stars are reminding us all why they are all-stars. Jaylen Brown matching Paul George with the mid-range game.
12. Points for Jaylen Brown. He has not missed. Lou Williams sets it up for Marcus Morris, Sr. George vacates the area. They like the matchup. Big against little. Morris, the back down, the fade. Zubac, volleyball style, taps it to himself and clears. Mid-range suits for Kawhi Leonard. Not available tonight. Tice, the follow jam for the Celtics.
Great awareness and energy there by Tice. What about a move there by Brown? Just unable to convert.
George frees himself and missed it from the outside. His first miss of the night, now 5 of 6. Walker and Tice not quite on the same page. Turnover, Boston.
And activity and energy inside by Biggs. Zubats comes over to help on Brown. Tice takes nothing for granted, anticipates the miss, and a beautiful tip in. High energy bigs are so important in this league, and Tice, one of the best, getting it done for the Celtics.
Yeah, Brad Stevens said he's just gotten better each year. He's malleable. Anywhere they need to use him, he can deliver. Morris misses from the outside. It's rebounded by the rookie Pritchard from Oregon. Brown gets into it quickly. And that's a travel.
And one of the few mistakes that Jaylen Brown, if any, has made thus far in this game. But I love his aggressiveness, attacking, always putting pressure on the defense and not settling. Just turn the ball over there. He's unable to keep his pivot foot.
That is 3 turnovers now for Boston. Clippers with possession, down by 2. Lou Williams gets a touch. Could not finish inside. Williams a factor defensively.
Yeah, I mean, just a beautiful block inside there by Robert Williams, who's been playing great basketball as of late, and certainly one of the most efficient shot blockers, blocking that shot without fouling against a veteran in Lou Williams.
Brown using the Williams screen. Kick. Ogilvy, ball fake and jumper. He's got it.
Ogilvy showing off his range right there.
And Zubats just tossed it to Kenny Atkinson. The problem for the Clippers, Kenny is not active.
I know Kenny is confident that he would have knocked down that shot if he was active.
Yeah, pride of Richmond. Williams guides it over to Brown, but he misses the short pop. Three and a half second difference, shot clock to game clock. Celtics on a 7-0 run. Williams directing traffic with 7 to shoot. Splits defenders. Gets the roll. Boston has time here. Jeff Teague in. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. And Pritchard was out of bounds with 1.6.
Right idea right there. Obviously, drive and drift. Teague finding Pritchard, just unable to stay in bounds.
End of 1 with the Celtics in front, 35-32. Crisp March evening in Boston. The NBA on TNT Tuesdays is presented by State Farm.
So Kawhi Leonard out tonight. You have to step up. Paul George had a great first quarter. What needs to happen to try to replace Kawhi Leonard from the lineup tonight?
Not try to do it by ourselves. I think do it by committee. Reggie's done a good job. Like I said, PG got off to a good start. And just defensively, you got to be better defensively so we can get out and get easy baskets in transition.
Coach, you talk about pace and getting out transition. This pace is insane. Seems to favor you guys. Is this what you want in terms of the pace of the game thus far?
Yes, I think we got to get stops, push the pace, try to get early transition points if we can, and then if not, back it out and run our offense. But we want to play with a high pace and a high energy, and I think our guys are doing a good job of that right now.
All right, the words of Tyronn Lue. His team is down by 3. Morris cuts it to 1 after the jump shot.
And Morris is so dangerous down there in that mid-block area. Just faces up, reads the defense, and able to knock it down. And the Clippers go into a zone here to try to slow down the momentum of the Celtics.
And Zubac's a legitimate factor defensively as Tatum tried to take it inside. Jackson intercepted by Pritchard. Pushing the pace, shovel. The foul called on Morris. It'll send Williams to the free throw line.
And speaking of Morris, we talked on that last play, just post up, takes his time, nice little jab step, and able to knock it down. Morris, so good in that mid-post area, and of course his range helps stretch the floor on the offensive end for the Los Angeles Clippers.
The NBA on TNT Tuesdays is brought to you by the all-new Kia Sorento, the world's first storytelling machine, and by Burger King. Mix and match your favorites for just $50.
And good. And good.
But you see now he's starting to attack more, drive to the basket. The other day against the Wizards, 8 points down the stretch, 6 of them were drives to the rim. So Jason Tatum showing the diversity of his offensive attack.
Zubac, one dribble, and a kick for Williams, matched up with Ojale on the outside. Now a switch. Williams the fade. Zubac controls it, and a reload. Jackson is not shy. That's the 3.
Once again, Zubac inside. using his length and energy to create second chance points and finding three-point shooters off the offensive rebound.
There's Williams once again in the right spot set up by Jeff Teague. Lou Williams off the mark with the left hand, and it is knocked out of bounds. Tomorrow is 3-3, and you can celebrate Mountain Dew Super Trade Day on FanDuel. Get exclusive 3-point bonuses on Sportsbook, special daily fantasy contests, and free-to-play games. Go to FanDuel to honor the 3-ball and play along. 3-3, that's March 3rd. Tatum, Euros to the rim. Jason Tatum, his cousin is Tyronn Lue, and his cousin has seen enough. He takes a timeout. Largest lead of the night for Boston, 49-41.
If he gets this, it's going to be crazy.
I like this. Oh, he got it. Oh! That was terrific. That's a perfect pass. The league leader in assists off the head to Amari. Twist turn. Oh. Yes, sir. Gosh, is that fun. Iguodala on his second dunk.
That's it.
Oh! There it is, young gun. Allen Iverson with a pass.
They broke this crowd, and that's hang time, ladies and gentlemen. That's hang time.
That's nice.
Can he do it?
That was amazing.
That's a 50. That's a 50. That's a 60. That's what I'm talking about. Wow. Let's get it on.
He incurred an injury dealing with weights in the weight room, so he stitched up in the left hand doing all this.
Oh,
it's over, ladies and gentlemen.
The judges are coming over the table to congratulate Vince Carter. This is unheard of.
Another look.
Hey, Danny. Hey, Kenny, he's got 3 of your top 5 all time already.
There you go.
He hit the backboard. He hit the backboard, y'all.
That's a 10.
Come on,
That's a 10. That's a 10.
Kevin, you know what? Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the best dunker you have never heard or seen. Derek Jones Jr. is putting on a dunking exhibition out here.
Me and you, Shaq, combined.
Wait. Let's see what he's got here.
Is he crowd involved? Throw it up the side of the backboard.
Okay. Wake me up, young man. Now I got a cup of coffee because he just woke me up.
All right, Corey Maggette, a little flip. Oh, he puts it down with help from teammate Quentin Richardson.
That's impressive right there, though, Ken. I don't know many NBA players that can do that.
I don't know what David Wesley's going with a camp for. This is great, and he made a great pass. This one is starting to heat up right now.
Rather unique. Well, this is a teammate and a prop at the same time. Do you get extra credit for the camera?
I gave David Wesley a 10 too.
Well, you know what time it is. This is House of Hayward time where we highlight only the big fellas. GA, I know you're a point guard, but I'm going to let you roll in the house and keep your feet up on my couch. Let's go.
Oh, I love it.
Play number 5. We got a good old-fashioned block party. LeBron James thinks he has an easy one right here, but watch out. Bam Adebayo coming out of nowhere for the block. Look at Bam with the hustle. Get that shot out of here. I know LeBron is the king, but he's looking like the court gesture on this one. Bam Adebayo not having that. Well, bam.
They went full Batman Bam on that. I like that.
The Clippers are shooting 61% from the field, yet they trail by 8. That's because Boston is shooting 67%, 20 of 30. Paul George back in. Morris against Teague. The help from Williams. Morris will take the fadeaway, and it rims in.
And the scouting report with Morris, he loves to turn over that right shoulder. Drove hard, 2 dribbles, got to his right shoulder and able to convert.
Deep ball, Pritchard. And a push underneath. Tatum got shoved. It's going to work against L.A.
It looked like Paul George pushed Jason Tatum as they were both going for that rebound. Sometimes as a veteran, you can get away with that. But Scott Foster was able to spot it out.
Scott Foster, a veteran himself, 27th season in the NBA.
Yeah, he tossed me one time. I'm not proud of it. But
really? Are you over it?
I'm over it. Yeah, I got over it 2 years ago, but I'm good.
It took 20 some odd years for you to get over it. Well, think about it. He started the same year as you. And I only know that because it was the year that I started in the NBA. Paul George rims out 1994. His first year, your first year, my first year.
Man, you're really old.
Wait, are you calling me sir? Do not call me sir.
Yes, sir.
Scott Foster, he is one of the best in the business and certainly has earned the respect over the years. George misses from the outside, and that rebound controlled by Robert Williams.
I concur, one of the best refs in the game, and certainly not one of my better moments.
We'll try to get the video. Teague lobs it up. Williams tried to toss it back, and a turnover. Pat Beverly is back in. Lou Williams stumbles. He was tripped in a matchup with Robert Williams, no relation.
And on that play right there, transitioning from defense to offense for the Clippers, as they came down the court, their spacing is just incredible. They run to the three-point line. You have to honor them, and it creates driving opportunities, able to draw the foul on that last drive.
Morris strokes it from the outside. Normally you take one of the biggest names in the NBA off of a team for a night, Kawhi Leonard, and you'll see a reaction from that squad. And often they're not ready to rise to the occasion. Not with the Clippers. They're used to it. Pritchard, unlimited range. Peyton Pritchard between Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. They've had so many different lineups this season. This is not new that one of their stars is sitting out.
And these guys are veterans. I mean, this team is not a young team, a team that's been around. So I'm not surprised that they're able to adapt and adjust. And once again, corner three, Paul George wide open off that dribble penetration.
Paul George is lighting it up. 15 points. Celtics lead by 3 over LA. Tatum with Ibaka. Step back Jay. Rebound snagged by Morris.
It's incredible. I mean, you said it. They're shooting almost 61% the Clippers and down 3.
Paul George fouled in the act. Free throws for George. As you mentioned, Grant, that had not been a part of the reality for Paul George the last couple of games. So here are the numbers. When both Kawhi and Paul George play, the team's 18-6. When only Paul George plays, they're 1-1. When only Kawhi plays, they're 2-3. When neither plays, they're 3-2. Leonard, it has been officially announced, out tonight because of back spasms that flared up just before 10.
Well, and I'm not great with numbers. I opted out of quantitative reasoning at Duke, but certainly this team, as we this team is more than capable. When you think back to last year, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, in and out of the lineup, a lot of these same guys, this core group have been together, and so they are accustomed to it. And I am not surprised by their stellar play, particularly on the offensive end here in this first half.
Grant, the Clippers are 24-12 through 36 games. They were 25-11 through 36 games last season. Doc Rivers was the head coach, and Tyronn Lue was his lead assistant. Doc moves on to Philadelphia. Tyronn Lue gets the head coaching job, and there certainly have been some changes. The staff looks a little different. The additions of Batum and Ibaka have certainly changed the dynamic, but they're basically where they were a year ago. Pritchard, short. Rebound to George.
And what's funny about that is a year ago, everyone was really high on the Clippers as a team to emerge from the Western Conference. Obviously, that didn't happen. They didn't show well in the bubble. The Lakers won. All the talk is about LA as Paul George once again dominating in the mid-range. But don't count this Clipper team out. This team flying under the radar this year, but will be in a position to potentially dethrone the Lakers. Potentially. They said they would. They said potentially.
Grant, both of these teams are shooting at an alarmingly high rate right now. 62% for the Clippers, 60% for Boston. Ibaka works inside and cans it.
And that was old school Oklahoma City Ibaka getting into the paint, showing off that jump hook. An incredible offense here, both teams.
Walker gets the switch with Ibaka, fakes him out on the crossover. Shot clock winding down. Tatum misses on the push shot. Clippers can jump in front here. Paul George to the rim. Ibaka contested by Williams and Pritchard in transition for Boston. Walker. The penetration. That might have been a pass for Williams.
Boston conditioned to throw it up there to Williams, and you might be right. That might have been a pass, but although unable to convert, I love the movement and the athleticism and explosiveness from Walker, looking healthy.
Paul George back in. Pritchard knocks it away. George gets it back and saves. Shot clock is down to 2, down to 1. Paul George off the rim. Knocked out of bounds. Who touched it last? Batum. Scott Foster is going to come over and might change this call made by J.B. DeRosa. Scott Foster is going to defer to the younger official, DeRosa. DeRosa never tossed Grant Hill from a game because this is just his 4th season. But you know what? Somewhere, Grant, Bill Kennedy is watching this game and thinking to himself, you know what? I tossed Grant Hill. I'm on that list.
Bill Kennedy
He got you once. He did. Man. You and Reggie Evans. Sorry. Joe DeRosa, JB's dad, may have tossed you.
Man, you know what Big Shaq says, snitches get stitches.
All right, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I defer to Shaq. Denial on the inside. We're tied at 55 in a fun first quarter and second quarter in Boston. Beverly, hard cut. Morris will take the corner 3. Rebound. Morris has got it for L.A.
Right now, the Clippers just outworking the Celtics there on the glass.
Timer down to 3. Marcus Morris from long range. Timeout, 58-55. L.A. 7 of 13 from downtown.
Well, you know what time it is. It's the House of Hayward time where we highlight only the big fellas. GA, I know you're a point guard, but I'm going to let you roll in the house and kick your feet up on my couch. Let's go.
Oh, I love it.
Play number 5. We got a good old-fashioned block party. LeBron James thinks he has the easy one right here, but watch out. Bam Adebayo coming out of nowhere for the block. Look at Bam with the hustle. Get that shot out of here. I know LeBron is the king, but he's looking like the court gesture on this one. Bam Adebayo not having that. Well, bam.
They went full Batman Bam on that.
That's right. Play number 4. This guy's always in the House of Haywood. GA, look at this pass by the Joker.
Oh.
What do you think about this?
Oh, that's next level. Next level.
Like the Joker's always in his deck of cards pulling out tricks. He's not even making full-on passes. He's just tipping it to guys now, man. Hey, the Joker, one of the best passers in the game. Not best big man passers, one of the best passers. Hey, and this is play number 3. Giannis just a nice good old-fashioned play of bully ball.
Oh.
That's right. He takes it right up Cat's chest. Get out the way. Finishes with the facial. But you know me, I'm all about the antics. You know, I love the antics. The dunk is nice, but the antics is what I love. You know what we call this right here, GA? We call it a meme mode. He was giving the knee mug after the play. Giannis would go on to get a technical on this play.
What?
And you know, it was one of the situations, the official said I had to do it. And Giannis was like, yeah, I know, but I was going to be a House of Hayward, so I had to stump for my guy B. Wood. Play number 2. Look at my man Zubac right here. Saves Paul George from a turnover, but he's not done. Davis Bertans, get out the way. Davis Bertans known more for his three-point shooting than his shot blocking, and on that play, I see why. Zubac went down the lane with no fear. It skied right over Bertans. Bertans, you are normally at the three-point line. It looks like that's where you need to stay, but Zubac just puts you in the rim. And the House of Haven, when you get dunked off like that, we send you to your room. Davis Bertans, you got to go to your room this week. And play number 1, look at my main man, John Collins, the pride of Wake Forest, going up and transition and catching a nasty lob from Trae Young. Listen, man, John Collins is trying to get to the bag. Atlanta didn't pay him any offseason. Plays like this, how you going to get to the money? He's trying to get to where the money reside, where the money reside, where the money reside, where the money reside. That's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. John Collins doing his thing. Show me the money. Y'all gonna have to pay that man. John Collins balling, play number 1 in the House of Haywood, man. Hope y'all enjoyed yourself.
They give it to Sabonis. He's going to drive to the basket. Score and a foul! Domantas Sabonis.
The hesitation.
Got his body in.
Of course, that trade got rescinded.
And on the TNT app.
Now let's take a look at the upcoming NBA national TV schedule. Tomorrow on ESPN, 7:30 Eastern, the Nets and the Rockets, followed by the Warriors and the Trailblazers. Sunday, March 14th, 9 p.m. Eastern, the Clippers take on the Pelicans. For more on these games, go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app. James Harden heading back to Houston. Switch out front. Tatum doesn't bite. Now it's Walker who squares and hits the Rainbow J.
I mean, I'll tell you, the shooting here in this first half, incredible. Kemba Walker just knocking it down. I am so excited to see him healthy and him moving so well.
11 points for Kemba. Jackson got the start for Kawhi Leonard. Denied Tristan Thompson. Walker, long 2-pointer, doesn't go. And Morris, the rebound for LA. George trying to get it inside for Ibaka off the deflection. Clippers retain. Jackson bounce and gets it back. Jackson, one dribble, sets the feet, connects for 3.
And the shooting of the Clippers, not just tonight, but this season, 6 guys shooting over 40% on threes and 4 of the top 16 three-point shooters in the NBA. So this is what the Clippers do and how they play on display here in the first half.
Post-up opportunity. Tristan Thompson gets excellent position on Paul George. You mentioned it, LA, the number 1 three-point shooting team in the NBA, the number 1 free throw shooting team in the NBA. You can win a lot of games with that combination. George gets inside for 2. Paul is going off. He's got 21 points in the first half. Tatum. Off the rim, Batum leads it for George. And a foul called. And down goes Marcus Morris Sr. for LA.
Yeah, and I didn't see exactly what happened on that play, but Morris certainly down and might have got, oh yes, inadvertently elbowed there, going for that rebound by Jaylen Brown. And what a beautiful block inside on Jackson. Tristan Thompson denying him at the rim. Not looking good to see Morris on the ground for so long.
Marcus Morris, they are tending to him. Morris grabbing the back of his head. as they check on Morris off the rebound action. Time right now for the Straight Talk Wireless timeout.
It's time for some straight talk. Tax returns could look a little different this year. So when the big carriers start trying to get you to splurge on the latest nonsense, just tune it out and go with only the best deals. With Straight Talk Wireless, you can get a Samsung Galaxy A51 for just $199. Plus, get our unlimited plan with no contract on America's best networks for up to 50% less. Tune out the nonsense and tune in to Straight Talk Wireless. Straight Talk Wireless, available at Walmart and Walmart.com.
And Grant Marcus Morris has been helped to his feet, so a really good sign there for LA. Moment for us to talk a little bit about this season, and we're at the halfway point and how teams are navigating their way through the All-Star break and just trying to find a routine and get into some form of normality if possible.
Yeah, it's been very difficult. We've had the luxury of talking to a number of coaches throughout this season before the games, and they all talk about and share how difficult and challenging this year is with all the health and safety protocols, the lack of practice times, the disruptions. So, whether great teams or teams trying to find their way, all sort of going and experiencing the same thing. So the All-Star break coming at the right time for all these teams.
And Morris is going to head to the locker room, 46 seconds on the clock. Definitely had his bell rung off the inadvertent action from Brown. Take a timeout. Go vote on which all-star duo you would prefer, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum of the Celtics or Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. You can do it at Bleacher Report on Twitter, presented by Straight Talk Wireless. Floater doesn't go for Jackson. Long rebound to Tatum. Good defense there for Mann. Brown sizing up Jackson. Little stumble, but still under control. Jaylen Brown gets the deuce. American Express halftime report is coming up. Adam and the gang. Shaq, D-Wade, Candace. It's all next on the American Express halftime report. 5 seconds left. Lou Williams shifting gears. Could not finish it. Walker. Three-quarter court, and that's how the half will end, with the Clippers in front of the Boston Celtics, 63-62. 7 lead changes, 8 ties in the first half, and it is a tight one in Boston. 1-point lead for the Clippers. And after a quick break, Adam Lefko and company, American Express halftime report.
Initiating, getting it into Horford. Horford catches, kicks, Dort for the win. It's good! And Lou Dort ends it.
And it's just a brilliant play by Mark Daigneault and brilliantly executed by the Thunder players. Because the most unlikeliest guy to take the shot, well, I'm thinking, well, you want the ball in the hands of Shea, or you want the ball in the hands of Al Horford, but Lou Dort takes the shot and knocks down the game winner. Man, this is one of those things, you just take this home.
All right, let's send it over to Nick, who is standing by with the man of the night.
Doncic, down to 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Doncic for the win. Oh, yeah! Luka Doncic, the dagger.
Big for his ball club.
31 for Doncic. And the biggest shot of the night belongs to Luka. There is 0.1 on the clock.
I don't even.
Oh, look at this! Hey, got it!
Whoa.
Oh, Trey, off the back.
Look at this one, though, from out of bounds. No, it's not going to count. They're going to make him take it out of bounds.
Or Trey just throws it off his back and says, "Thank you very much," but you don't get an assist.
Well, I tell you what.
Look at that.
Tell you what, Williams is going to hear about that in the locker room.
Better offensive play from an outstanding offensive player. Carmelo falling away over his left shoulder.
Ends up in the hands of Najee. Najee hits a three. Man, he's got a sweet stroke.
Hey, Luka Doncic make this pass a couple of times. This.
That is so.
And Najee makes it pay off.
Yeah, and make that shot so we can see this all over the news side. I mean, he kind of knows where he is.
Wants to go in, offensive rebound, put it back in.
Two recovers a deflected pass, takes it to the house. Oh my goodness! Rock my soul! Ivica Zubats
goes right at Bertans and finishes it. Look at this.
Bertans injury update. Jeremy Lamb, sore left knee. He's questionable to return. Already limited offensively. Perhaps down another scorer.
Lob it up! Look at Sumner!
Hello, you could see those two had made eye contact. I mean, the lob is there. You could see those two. And then, I mean, that's a knee in the back effectively. But we're not counting that. I mean, that just shows you how high.
On Ari's screen, zigzag to the foul line. His runner is no good. Rebounded by Stevens. 10 seconds to go. Here comes Colin Sexton. Sexton chased by Hill. Off to Stevens. Oh my! 10 seconds left. Sexton found him. Stevens said, I'm taking it right to the hole. And the rookie out of Penn State has won it for the Cavaliers.
They did a good job of keeping his head up, understanding time. He knew he had time, so he didn't rush it. Took his time, got inside, and throws the hammer down.
And how about the steal by Allen? AC won't show up in the box score, but Kevin Huerter had no chance as Allen sealed him off and opened up that lane for Stevens.
A chance. And I believe that this that's how you shut up and announce.
I didn't know whether to jump in or just let it breathe after that.
Ron, nobody's going to get in front of this. You see Rudy kind of step aside because he knew he was in that restricted area. Don't blame him, Rudy.
Nice play by Pritchard. Gets it back in the hands of Tatum. Tatum spins on the baseline, goes hard to the basket, gets two and a foul.
Post up is what he wanted. He spins. He gets the contact, the focus, and the finish. Jason Tatum puts the Celtics up by one with a chance for a three-point play. Look at the patience, the poise. What a big-time sequence.
The pace, though, in the second half has been to the liking of the Los Angeles Clippers. Wow.
Zubats got blocked on the dunk. Giannis shaking his head, saying not here.
So it looks like he's loose. And you see Giannis come over and say, no, sir. Twice on the pipes here. Who's when you see a guy going with that kind of force?
Wow.
How many guys in the league willing to meet him like that?
Malik Monk darts inside. Got foul! Scoring! Home a free throw for the win! Go after midnight part 2!
How about the poise of Malik Monk?
Yeah, 7 points in 6 minutes and a level of aggression.
Oh, the no-look from Tatum to Pritchard and lays it.
There's the all-state good hands play. The good hands play is a good cut by Peyton Pritchard and a sweet pass by Jason Tatum. Take a look again. Sees the cut out of the corner of his eye. Jason Tatum making plays, making guys around him better.
Oh, Curry tantalizing him. Knocked away by Noel. Curry gets it back behind the back. And then Looney puts it in. Looney was right there for a layup. Looked like he wanted to pass it.
The dexterity, the creativity, the court vision to find Looney off the glass. So nice, short twice. Surrounded by Knicks, undaunted. Getting out of it.
I looked up and I thought Wancho had kind of filtered into the game somehow. Oh, and Hampton! Throw it down, baby! R.J. Hampton, Oregon.
Just between the legs.
Giannis Holiday inside. Great ball rotation. Middleton. Giannis downhill. Slams it home. And the Bucks lead by 3.
I mean, Drew makes a good decision. Ball switch sides. And Giannis coming downhill. Look out.
Hachimura will defend.
Oh! Won't defend that. Getting into his bag and accelerate. Take that with you, Mr. Lopez. Goes right up and watch him. Give a little love tap to his boy.
Has the rebound. That's the fourth board for Beal. Oh, that handle by Beal all the way to the hoop. Wow.
Finds Jones. So good pass to Hood. Kuzma goes by him. Hood can't knock down the three. It's been a struggle for Hood. Career low in scoring and three-point shooting. Great look down court, and it spins home for Montrezl Harrell to pull LA within 4.
And what you're not seeing here from this pass, and great, just right straight up. Great pass and great finish. But prior to this, there was a 6-play scramble.
Giving him his 4th straight game in double figures. Miskey inside off the beautiful behind the back pocket pass from CP3.
Play right here, just behind the back with a nice pass. Frank Kaminsky, all you got to do is just grab it and go up with it. Watch. Boom, boom, and then behind the back. See that space between the two defenders?
Yep.
That's the only way.
John Wall lost the basketball, got it back, went to put it up. I think he lost that all the way. And over the shoulder, Jason Tate. Come on.
Jason Tate gets the rebound right here. And John thought he was fouled, but Tate goes reverse, literally.
I'm not so sure that.
Look at that shot. He wasn't even looking at the rim.
Just had more time on that, Mark. He was a little anxious.
Great spin move, and Kawhi explodes.
And gives the Clippers the lead. Leonard just navigating. Look at Brennan's trying to tag him to allow Chris to recover. But listen, if he gets those shoulders past you, Dante comes over. Good business decision.
Down to 2. He turns it over. Final seconds. Here's Rose, pulls up from 3, and the Knicks have their first lead of the night at the half. Derrick Rose from downtown.
Submission. So the Pacers continue to turn it over. Rose very adept off the dribble, beating the shot clock.
Now comes away with the loose ball. DiVincenzo on the drive. Oh, it is blocked. Blocked by Zion.
I have this in volleyball. That's what you call a spike. Maybe he'll play on the men's Olympic team because he could.
Here's Zion on the drive. Oh, he is.
Oh.
He's blocked. Hit the deck. He was looking for a foul. Here's Giannis to the other end.
By Lopez on the other end. Stretch Armstrong finished in the paint.
Driving on Bullock. Rebounded by Randall.
Rose doing a good job harassing him on the D.
Randall, nice move, and he slams it home.
Feel a 10-3 run over the last 2.5. How about that? Broken ankle. Wow. Caught the rim, put it down. I mean, he just blew by Carter Williams.
We got a little discussion point after, here's Clarkson. He gets fouled. Watch his move, spin move. Carter Williams goes down. Amazing play. He sticks out the tongue. But, I'm going to go back to the Mobamba, right? He had terrific minutes, and all of a sudden he's out of the game. Vucevic back in. If you're Brooklyn.
As a coach, I can't coach energy and effort. Allow me to make an adjustment.
Whoa,
and I can't make it.
Up high with the smash.
That big throwdown.
Well, when you get an angry Donovan, this is what you're going to get. You don't want to get in the way of that one. Donovan's showing why he's a dynamic player.
I mean, he's almost like, don't even run a play for me. Just give me the ball.
Behind the back delivery to DA. Give him the dime.
Yeah, they just don't understand how committed he is. They should.
I mean, 2 in the first half. Jordan, a teardrop. It was altered by the Cavaliers. Allen's got it. He rumbles into the forecourt. Oh, Jared Allen, coast to coast. Enjoy this, Cavalier fans. Allen, all the way.
Puts the zone on, and that shuts the rim off.
House ahead of the pack. One man to beat. Oh, and he does!
threw it down with a lot of venom on McGee.
They are playing well in Daniel House. Dunks on the house. JaVale McGee not able to get anything on that. I like the way House goes in there and throws it down. And the Rockets bench was excited. That'll really bring a lot of...
Boston up by 1. Doncic, the handles, the fake, the fade. It's pure. Luka Doncic with a fadeaway 3 to put Dallas in front by 2. Doncic. Huge shot. Mavericks lead at 107-105.
And another turnover. Bain. He's going to take it himself and power it in. Timeout, Houston. Oh, my. That was nasty.
Bain.
Make a couple of those, and life is a little bit different right now.
Drive to the bucket. And that's a little different
Davis.
Too. That's a technical.
And in the cylinder.
Regained control of the ball right here. So he was hanging on, tried to tap it.
Beal gets doubled. Westbrook. Beal nearly lost the dribble, got it back. The reverse with the left. Oh, Bradley Beal. Go back to this move by Beal.
Brad, I mean, jumping on the other side.
Los
I thought he
Angeles
was
is telling the personal foul on the play.
It will
be reviewed.
His feet. Look at this. 1, 2, maybe. got away with one on that one.
See, looking for that switch there. Luke Walton slowing it down. Said, will you please get the ball to this man? Throw it down, HD! Throw it down! Say it with your chest.
One more look at this dunk. Woo.
Man, watch out, little dude. Say it with your chest. The Black Falcon has landed, Kyle Draper.
Oh, boy. Harrison Barnes. We thought that one way over here, Doug. My gosh.
Spread. Slips. Scoops it up. Puts up the shot, and it's good. Fakes him out, Jack. Sliding into home.
And then Van Vliet, really well defended, loses his balance. Here's the close and somehow can generate enough lift and make a very difficult.
Need to win. He hasn't been on many really winning teams since leaving Golden State.
Down the lane for a windmill kick. Dennis Smith Jr.
A 40
real time.
44, 45-inch vertical leaping ability, and there it is right there, folks. I mean, this meant business. Dennis Smith Jr.
The Hawks have to bring the action to you.
Hawks.
High scoring, fast paced first half in Boston, 63-62. The Clippers in front. We get ready for third quarter action. Let's take a look at coaching adjustments presented by Progressive. Grant Hill.
And well, defense is the first thing that comes to mind. Whoever decides to play some defense and get some stop has a great chance to win. Of course, for Los Angeles, no Kawhi Leonard. The others must continue to shine like they did in the first half. And I'll tell you what, Paul George, speaking of shining, I mean, his 21 points, 8 of 12 from the field, 2 of 5 from the three-point line. He did it all. Attacked the glass, got to the free throw line, dominated the mid-range, knocked down a couple three-pointers. Paul George, a big first half. Can he do it again here in the second half for his ball club?
Marcus Morris went down after the inadvertent hit from Jaylen Brown Morris, a former Celtic. Jump shot doesn't go for George. Waiting on official word on Morris's availability for the second half. Take these numbers for what they're worth. Boston this season, when trailing at halftime, 1-11, but they're down just 1. Tice couldn't finish with the scoop. Jackson back in on Walker. Small versus small. Kick it out. Ibaka on 3. Rebounded by Beverly. Batum, extra feed. Beverly can't hit the triple.
I think for Boston, establishing Tatum here in the second half is going to be key. Only 7 points, 3 of 10 shooting in that first half. Tatum, their go-to guy, has to be big here in the second.
Kemba Walker. Beautiful looking jump shot. Boston goes in front 65-63.
He just looks confident. He looks decisive. He looks like you said earlier, the old Kemba. So refreshing and fun to see.
Even from a week ago, Grant, we worked that Celtic-Dallas game, and at that point, Kemba was still working through some things. Since that point, we've seen the numbers rise, we've seen the production rise, and we've just seen Kemba look like himself. Walker misses on a deep three, rebounded by Brown. Over George.
Ryan, we talked to Brad Stevens before the game, and, one of the things about this season, Kemba Walker coming back from an injury hasn't practiced at all with the team. No 5-on-5 because the team essentially is not practicing. So his practice time has been in the games.
Batum, open look. Ibaka got a hand on it. Nice save. Beverly extra feet. Ibaka, the two-handed flush.
And of course, right now, the offensive rebounds for LA here to start the third quarter. LA so good and dominant this season in the third quarter, making adjustments at halftime and able to come out and execute.
Walker gets the roll on the scoop.
Great move again by Walker attacking the basket. But we talked about these third quarters for the Clippers. They've dominated. They're 24-3, of course, when they lead after the third, but they have dominated a plus 4.5 differential in third quarter performance. So the Celtics have to make sure they stay aggressive, attacking, and confident with their offense and defense.
Off the Jackson miss. Walker. Rebound, Tice. Jackson couldn't grab it. So extended possession here for Boston with Jaylen Brown. Brown's got 16 points. And it's going to stay that way. Wessel stops play. It was a break opportunity for the Clippers, and Ibaka is complaining to the official.
Ibaka and Thompson looked like they were wrestling inside there, got tangled up. So right here, just great unselfish play. A little buddy ball action right there. Batum with the beautiful pass to Ibaka. And great finish. Once again, second chance points leading to easy baskets for the Clippers.
Knock away from Paul George. You mentioned it. Tatum is trying to find his rhythm here. He is 3 of 10 from the field. This was the call earlier with Ibaka grabbing a hold of Thompson's jersey. Shot clock winding down, and it's late from Brown.
I'll tell you what, when it's a low shot clock, you have Patrick Beverly on you. That's not the guy you want. He gets into you and certainly forces you to take a tough shot. Not great offensive execution and awareness there by the Celtics.
And Grant, that's how he made a name for himself in this league. Patrick Beverly, Mr. 94 feet. It started on the defensive end. He was a star overseas. Houston took a chance on him, and it paid off. He's had a terrific career. Jackson the pull-up pop, rimming in for Reggie Jackson.
And I love how they just move the ball around the perimeter. They find the open man, make the nice read. Jackson, ball fake, easy mid-range jumper.
Well, you mentioned it, Grant. Who's going to play defense? So far, both teams playing better D. Both squads are 2 of 8 in the third. Tatum trying to shed 2 defenders. Thompson, 1 dribble. Ibaka is there. And a block for LA with Serge Ibaka manning the middle on the interior.
Nice block without fouling there by Ibaka.
Into the hands of George. Batum sets the screen, then slips it. Jackson, find the open man, Beverly. Shot clock winding down. Kick. Batum, kaboom.
Fantastic. Beverly had a corner 3, drove hard to the middle, got it to the paint, and that penetration led to the wide open 3 by Batum.
70-67. Timeout called with 7:16 to go in the third. Number 1 3-point shooting team in the NBA, living up to the scouting report. LA in front.
Fournier to Vooch trailing, puts it on the floor against. He hammers it down on Draymond Green.
From the top, the rip and go, and Vucevic finishing with a strong left hand. Love to see the lefty finish.
Vucevic fading away.
Don't do that, Vooch. It's Vooch work here. Here's the crossover, spin back, coming back over the right shoulder.
Vucevic, multiple pivots, finds Michael Carter-Williams inside. He slipped away from his defender, bailing out Vucevic, already thin on the wing. I'm not sure where Vooch was going to go if Carter-Williams didn't come to the rescue.
Clippers have a chance to close out here. Paul George has beat the buzzer a few times. Oh, he does it again! 88-74.
George. Review for score, no score at the end of the period here. Thrilling, successful three.
But it's going to count. The Clippers are on top by 14.
Hurt a couple of games after that, but very happy to have him back. Paul George salutes
a pair of defenders, and throws it down with a couple of hands.
Rated PG, but it was worth all two of these. Paul George to the rim with authority.
First from that second unit. He's going to be the anchor when it's all said and done. George.
Oh, my! Look out below!
George getting into the act.
You kind of like that one, didn't you? Starts with the split, finishes by throwing it down.
The Rockets have kind of slowed down. Oh, well, there's a turnover right there. I was getting ready to say, nice pass ahead.
Zach LaVine. Ooh, showtime from LaVine. Give you a little highlight reel.
Get this man back in the dunk contest.
Yeah, I was just thinking that's a contest-worthy team, or a first-time All-Star last year. LaVine again.
Ooh. That time a little mix-up defensively.
This is shake your head and talk about D, but the offenses are getting it done.
Wow.
Zach LaVine. We talk about Zion and Zach.
Yeah, he just blows right by.
Bulls can go 2 for 1 down the stretch, trailing by 2. Holiday guarding LaVine. Now Sabonis. LaVine, step back 3 for the lead.
Oh! Give it
a shot by LaVine.
Oh, stop it, Zach. Woo! Big-time players make big-time plays, Double A.
Oh, my goodness.
When you were experiencing those shooting struggles, especially early on in your career, what steps did you try and take? Is CP3 registers a 3-point hit, and he'll have a 4-point opportunity?
The update on Marcus Morris Sr., it is a concussion. He will not return for the Clippers. So no Kawhi Leonard. Morris not available in the second half. Clippers lead the Celtics 70-67. We approach 7 minutes to play in the third.
T. Lou likes to go to this zone to throw the Celtics off rhythm a little bit. But the problem with the zone, you have to rebound. Thompson able to get into the teeth there and create a second chance opportunity.
And Thompson takes advantage. We've seen a couple of those now where Thompson has come away with an offensive rebound and he's turned it into points. $11 points, 8 rebounds for Tristan Thompson. The Clippers up by 1. George had the big first half, yet to score in this third quarter. Jackson puts it on the deck, flips it to George. Extra. Beverly. Jackson beats the buzzer with a corner 3, Reggie Jackson.
And sometimes you can't diagram. You just play basketball. 2 guys closed out to Beverly. He attacked once again, got into the paint, and found Jackson in the corner.
George hugs Tice, and then Beverly rips the ball out of his hands. It's a jump ball. All right, let's take a look at the Mountain Dew Hot Threes. We've had a lot to choose from, Grant.
A lot indeed, and that last one was beautiful execution, fantastic pass. Reggie Jackson knocking it down, and yes, we're thirsty for threes, and there's a lot of them here tonight.
Jackson is 3 of 4 individually. Clippers as a team, 10 of 21. Celtics are 9 of 19 from downtown. It will be Tice and George with Scott Foster doing the honors. Boston controls. Brown makes his move, cut off there by Ibaka. Terrence Mann is in. Tice the long strides, push shot no, and a whistle stops play as George and Thompson go down, lunging for the rebound. It's going to be Ibaka picking up the personal.
Yeah, Tice attacking here and Ibaka closing out. Definitely caught Tice there as looked like inside Paul George and Tristan Thompson got a little tangled up there.
Daniel Tice, his home numbers have been better than his road numbers. 11.5 points per game, 6.5 rebounds. The NBA on TNT Tuesdays is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Visit progressive.com. And by Wendy's. Try the new jalapeno popper chicken sandwich and salad today at participating U.S. Wendy's. Tice gets the roll on the second attempt. Just as I said, jalapeno. 73-70, Jackson right into the teeth of the defense.
Yeah, great drive and finish with the offhand. Jackson being aggressive.
Pritchard is in, made a couple of shots in the first half, 2 threes. Bounce it for Tatum, who's been held to 7 points. Over Batum. Good box out there by Ibaka.
Tatum has not scored here in this third, but great awareness, forcing Tatum to take tough shots here all evening.
Isolation, foul on Tice.
Talk about this offense here, just attacking, driving. Reggie Jackson, great concentration, ability to finish in traffic with the offhand. And that was 22 total points in the paint for the Clippers. This is a team that plays outside in. The Clippers are 27th in points in the paint. So it's been fun to watch them attack and drive and able to capitalize inside here tonight.
The miss by Paul George. Celtics open the game 8 of 9. Clippers started the game 10 of 13. Neither team shooting it as well in this second half, but the Clippers have a 5-point lead. Swing it, corner. Ojale just checked in. Pritchard going to have to hurry, and does. Peyton Pritchard under control, cool, calm, and collected.
That was a tough shot right there, but the defense and multiple efforts on that play. Clippers everywhere. Pritchard able to finish, though.
Jackson had his pass intercepted. Celtics down by 3 with the ball. We approach 4 minutes to go in this third quarter. Brown catching fire. Can't hit the 3, and Mann steps in to make sure Ibaka controls it. Ibaka missed it on the baby hook. And last touch by Boston.
Low shot clock. Attack to close out. Little floater push shot. I'm not sure what that was, but it was effective. Pritchard, as you said, calm and composed, making the right read and play as the shot clock went down.
Pac-12 Player of the Year for Oregon in 2020. Averaged 20.5 points per game and a 4-year starter for the Ducks. 26th overall pick in this past draft. Paul George lines it up. Bottom. Another 3 on the board.
Paul George just continuing with the shooting on display. Clippers so efficient from downtown.
Walker gives it up. Pritchard trying to get around Mann. Thompson is there. Left hand, Tristan Thompson. We know he's ambidextrous.
I'll tell you, it's been impressive. Tristan Thompson showing some offense. Nice little floater, jump hooks around the rim tonight. getting it done inside for the Celtics.
Pull up, Lou Williams short. Ojale knocks it over to Brown. We count it down to 3 minutes to play in the third. Brown, tough.
So tough. Batum's guarding him. 6'9" long arms. And able to create space. Brown with that finish.
Foul called. A discard, Paul George on Jaylen Brown. We step aside. Late third quarter action.
Clippers have a chance to close out here. Paul George has beat the buzzer a few times. Oh, he does it again! 88-74.
George. Review for score, no score at the end of the period here. Ruling successful 3.
But it's going to count. The Clippers are on top by 14. Hurt a couple of games after that, but they are very happy to have him back. Paul George saluted
a pair of defenders, and throws it down with a couple of hands.
Rated PG, but it was worth all 2 of these. Paul George to the rim with authority.
Now, first from that second unit, he's going to be the anchor when it's all said and done. George.
Oh my! Look out below!
George getting into the act.
You kind of like that one, didn't you? Starts with the split, finishes by throwing it down.
Well, the Rockets have kind of slowed down. Oh, well, there's the turnover right there. I was getting ready to say, nice pass ahead.
Zach LaVine. Ooh, showtime from LaVine. Give you a little highlight reel.
Get this man back in the dunk contest.
Yeah, I was just thinking that's a contest-worthy team, or a first-time All-Star last year. LaVine again.
Ooh. That time a little mix-up defensively.
This is shake your head and talk about D, but the offenses are getting it done.
Wow.
Zach LaVine. We talk about Zion and Zach.
Yeah, he just blows right by.
Bulls can go 2 for 1 down the stretch, trailing by 2. Holiday guarding LaVine. Now Sabonis. LaVine, step back 3 for the lead. Oh!
Give it
a shot by LaVine.
Oh, stop it, Zach. Woo! Big-time players make big-time plays, Double A.
Oh, my goodness.
When you were experiencing those shooting struggles, especially early on in your career, what steps did you try and take? His CP3 registers a 3-point hit, and he'll have a 4-point opportunity coming up.
Come back in and taking over the game. Here he is, just really clever. Sort of gets Josh.
BA's going to get a lot of rebounds this game because there's going to be a lot of threes from Milwaukee. And if he just attacks that area, he's going to get a ton.
Point guard wowing the fans. You could hear the expression.
Well, one team shooting 66%. That's the Suns. Chris Paul get to the mid-range. How sweet is that?
He got some time in the bubble for them, and he had some very good opportunities and some good runs.
Ayton inside, gets the contact, and a look for the and one. Nice finish there by the big man.
And it just takes all momentum away, and now you bring starters back in.
And they're down by 10.
And all of a sudden, it's tough to get any kind of momentum back. Confidence is being played by the Sun.
Behind the back, nifty ball handler. Joe with 9 points. He knocked down 5 threes. Here's again.
Oh, my goodness.
The big fella.
8 on TNT.
Throughout March, the NBA and WNBA family is celebrating Women's History Month by recognizing the valuable role sports can play in the development of young girls. Join the Her Time to Play community to learn more about the league's efforts to inspire the next generation of leaders and champion change on behalf of girls and women. Change here for LA. Luke Kennard seeing his first action. Walker sticks the J out of the timeout, and Boston goes in front by 1.
Kemba Walker continues to have just an impressive offensive game here, knocking down a big jump shot, keeping Celtics in this game.
19 for Walker. Find the open man. George, 1 dribble and a J. Book it, a 3.
Yeah, nice ball fake, great movement right there. But Paul George just has an easy 3-pointer, effortless. Certainly saw it there on that shot.
81-79, 27 for PG-13. Walker thought about it. Now he'll take and make the 3.
This is Charlotte Kemba Walker that we're seeing here. I mean, just putting this team on his back, carrying him in, keeping him in the game here in this third quarter.
Yeah, this is the four-time All-Star, Kemba Walker.
George, just a nice ball fake and just easy shot right there. Almost like a free throw from him. And Kemba Walker, just the activity, the energy, the confidence, the bounce, certainly getting his legs, knocking down that big-time jump shot.
They're going to get Paul George a breather, so Reggie Jackson checks in. Lou Williams, 2 of 8 from the field, and he turns it over. Break opportunity. Jaylen Brown is fouled at midcourt by Williams.
Lou Williams usually pretty solid value in the basketball. Got a little indecisive there whether to shoot or pass as he jumped in the air and causing a turnover, giving Boston an opportunity to get out on the break.
Williams had a good month of February, 16.6 points per game, raising his season average to 12.5 points per game. As we know, he's been one of the most valuable sixth men in the NBA over the course of his long career. Came right out of high school to the league in 2005. Took a little while to get going. Philadelphia, Atlanta, Toronto, the Lakers, Houston, and the Clippers for Sweet Lou. And a foul called, scrum outside between Jackson and Walker goes directly to the free throw line for Boston.
It's so smart. That's a veteran move right there by Kemba Walker. He's attacking the closeout, the double team right there. And of course, was tackled. And so knowing they're in the bonus, getting an opportunity with that aggressiveness to get to the free throw line.
Walker, outstanding free throw shooter, 92%. Take a look at the upcoming NBA national TV schedule. Tomorrow on ESPN, it's the Rockets hosting the Nets, followed by the Warriors and the Trailblazers. Sunday, March 14th, ESPN has the Clippers and the Pelicans at 9 p.m. Eastern. Go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app for more.